Welcome to my channel, Inflightmuzik. My name is Ian, and right now I'm going to show you 4 of the best free piano and guitar VST plugins. Now this first one is quite a mouthful. It's Guitar M2 Lite, and it's a really realistic sounding acoustic guitar, and it has quite a bit of features with it. It has this strummer, which literally helps you to strum the guitar like a real guitar. And it has all these different preloaded patterns in it, and you could load up even more patterns with this load pattern button into each of these slots. Same thing with this tab player section. You can load up more guitar tabs, which I really don't mess with. I'm usually on the main screen. And then these effects, again, I really don't mess with these effects very much. I'm usually just playing the guitar as is. I'm usually just messing around with this hammer on and pull off and this auto legato setting. I'll let you hear the difference between those two. It's definitely harder to play guitar with the extra latency that I'm getting right now, but you'll get the general idea of the sound. And then here's the auto legato mode where it will slide your strings for you. And it has this nice little doubler where it will double the guitar for you. The thing that I like most about this plugin is that it plays like a real guitar. So it actually has this keyboard mode where it'll let you play any of the notes exactly the way that you want to play them on a keyboard. But when you're in the standard mode, it actually selects the proper string that you would be playing on a guitar depending on what other notes that you're hitting. So that's why it sounds a lot more realistic than your usual guitar plugin. However, that being said, this next plugin I actually like, even though it doesn't have that feature. And I've actually covered this plugin before on the channel. It's DSP Dynamic Guitars, and even though it doesn't play automatically like a real guitar, it has a really nice sound to it, and it has a specific articulation that I really like that reminds me of my old Phantom X back in the day. There was a preset in there with a acoustic guitar that had the same type of articulation that I really liked putting into my songs. And the way to activate it, all you have to do is just press the key down really hard. Here's 3 different tracks that I actually used that guitar on during my 30-day beat challenge. So as you can see, each of those had a slightly different tone, so it all just depends on your EQ and your reverbs and things like that. The plugin itself sounds pretty good, but as you heard right there are ways to enhance the sound as is for sure. So this next one is a piano plugin. There's quite a few free piano plugins out there, and there's a couple that sound really good, a couple that I would compare to this, but overall, I personally think this is the best sounding one that I've heard. But there are a couple out there that are comparable that have a slightly different tone, so it might depend on what you're going for. I know for sure this is a really versatile one that would sound good in pretty much any track. That was just the basic piano. Here's a Yamaha grand piano. A Steinway piano. They're a basic electric piano. And last but definitely not least, a Rhodes. So those are really good starting sounds. So if you combine that with a little EQ, maybe some saturation plugins, and different reverbs, honestly could be a go-to piano even compared to some of the paid ones. And now we're back to guitars, but this is a bass guitar, and this is from that same company with the first guitar that I showed you, and this is called Ample Bass P2 Lite, and it has all the same options as the first one except not a strummer because you don't really strum a bass guitar. So if you're ever tired of 808s and sub basses, this is definitely a good go-to instrument for getting that realistic, authentic electric bass guitar feel for sure. And I know I said I only had 4 plugins, but this one is a bonus, and it's a plugin that I featured in my last video with the orchestral and string and flute sounds. It's another free plugin, and it's from Spitfire Audio. This is a container plugin, and you go to their website and you could download these different presets or instruments, I should say, into the container, and then they will be available to you in the plugin. So if you're looking for like really intimate sounding pianos, Spitfire Audio Labs has some really nice ones for sure. If you've watched to the end of the video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below if there are any piano or guitar VSTs that are for free that you enjoy that I haven't named. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.